Alright guys, just another commentary video for y'all just cuz I want to just I want to just rant about it. Um but I'm doing good, I guess, all things considered. I could be worse off right now, but I'm just lately I've been thinking about what I actually want to do in life, and I'm like, man, this college thing just sucks, man. I really I really don't. I'm really starting to not like it, like, at all, and it's probably because I just feel like I'm wasting my time. So the way my college works, like, we get like new classes every 5 weeks, and I'm on my, like, I don't even know how many terms it's been. Just to put into perspective, I've been here for like 4.5 months now, so I'm pretty deep into it already. So I'm like, okay, maybe the real classes will start sometime soon, and then I get to the next term and it's just this exact same thing I've been doing, but just I gotta do it all over again, and it's just it's so stupid. Like, this class I'm doing right now, it's like a networking class, and it's like the exact same thing I did the previous 5 weeks, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude, this term is just the worst. And it doesn't help that I'm also taking math in the same term, and I'm actually, if you know me, you know I hate math, and it's crazy that I'm about to say this, but I would rather be in my freaking math class than my stupid networking class because it's just the same thing, and I'm just bored of it, man. I'm just bored of it, and I'm really starting to hate it. My major, I'm a cybersecurity major, and I really just don't know if I really want to do this anymore. I just don't. I'm really starting to hate these classes. And I know, like, math is a prerequisite. I'm not complaining about the math class. I'm complaining about, like, the classes that are for my major. And it's just like I'm being taught the same thing in every class, and it doesn't feel like I'm actually learning anything. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh great, it's this again. So I just don't really even pay attention. Like, I'll listen to him. I'll listen to the freaking professor in the freaking class, when I'm in the meeting or whatever, because we meet on Teams. It's 90% of this is like online, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll stick around as long as I can. I don't even know, man, but, like, it just doesn't feel like I'm getting anywhere, and like, for the classes that I am taking that are like for my major, it just, I don't know, doesn't really, it's not really my cup of tea. I thought I took like a computer class in high school, and I loved it. I thought, okay, well, this is probably what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. I love this. And then I get to college, and it's just not the same. It's just it's drastically different, and I'm like, what the heck happened? Oh my gosh. But yeah, I just really don't know. I'm really starting to hate it, and I've been thinking about, I don't know, switching my major. Like, I talked to my buddy, Error Effect or whatever, called her Jill. She freaking her she switched her major. She was like an art major, and then she just switched to teaching because she just really didn't like to do art for a living, and I can understand that. That makes sense. And it's kind of like, I feel like I'm in the same boat right now, because it really feels like this is not something I want to do for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? But oh boy, I just feel like I'm in a pretty tough predicament, because I don't know, man. I don't want to let my parents down. That's like the main thing, man. I just don't want to disappoint them or let them down or anything. It's just, and I feel like if I just dropped out or changed my major, they would be disappointed. I don't know. It doesn't, like, they're the most supportive parents like ever. So I don't know why I have these fears. They're like baseless, but I'm just scared, man. I don't know what to do. Like, what I really want to do, I've told my friends this millions of times. I'm a storyteller, man. I'm a storyteller. I love, like, writing. I love writing, writing stories. I love to freaking, no, what do you call them? I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I really I don't like cybersecurity as much as I thought I would, and it doesn't really help that like the other girl that's like doing the same, like she's like in the same program I'm in, and she's even like, man, this freaking program is just so outdated, dude. Like it doesn't feel like I'm learning anything either. And we're like we're like on the same page, and I don't know, man. I just don't think I don't think this is for me. And so I'm in like the situation where I gotta freaking figure out what to do. I like like I said, I'm a storyteller. I don't really. That's what I want to do. I want to like make movies. I want to make videos, man. I want to tell stories. I want to be a producer, a writer, a director, something. Not some guy that's gonna stand behind a desk for 20 years telling people how to fix computers, or preventing people from hacking into the same system for like 20 years. I just don't feel like that is something I would want to do long term. It is something I guess I had a passing interest in it when I was in high school, so that's why I loved it. And then when I got to it in college, and it's like a completely different thing, I'm like, okay, maybe this is not for me. But that's neither here nor there. I just really, and so I've been thinking about like, maybe a film school would be the best option for me. My youth pastor, when back in like junior year of high school, whenever we would talk and we would get onto the topic of like YouTube, I just would not shut up. And he was like, "Hey, dude, why don't you go to film school if you don't know what to do?" And I was like, "Oh, wait, that actually might not be a bad idea." And then I don't know whatever happened to it. I don't know. I really think a film school would be the best option for me, because that's what I actually genuinely love doing. And whenever I wake up every day, my first thought isn't, "Oh yeah, I get to go to class." It is, "Oh great, I have to go to class. I have to sit there for 5 hours listening to some random guy speak about something that I really don't care about, instead of working on videos and doing something that I actually love to do with my life. And it just feels like I feel trapped. I really don't know. And so I was talking to my friends last night, and they all said, "Dude, if you don't love it, you just need to change majors or take a year off or something, dude." And you know, that is not a bad idea. I'm actually genuinely thinking about, maybe dropping out, or putting my education on a pause. Like, my college lets you take breaks, so I'm thinking maybe a break would be a good idea for me. Maybe I could take a break from it for like a year, get a part-time job so I can come home and work on, making videos and trying to further my YouTube career, if you can even call it that. Oh great, another freaking YouTube wannabe. Yeah, I'm a YouTube wannabe. I want to make stuff people can laugh at. I want to make some people can like be emotional towards. Some people will laugh at. Some people will get emotionally invested in. Like just something that I can look back at and be genuinely proud that I made that. And I wasn't too sure about exactly doing YouTube until I wasn't exactly too sure about it until I made the Backrooms Minecraft edition. And that's when I really realized my true, like, potential when it comes to, making videos. And, it just, I was like, wow, I can't believe I made that. And, I was so happy that the product ended up being so good. And and then of course it did well on YouTube, and my friends were like, dude, it did so well on YouTube. You need to make a part two. I was like, dude, I was already planning on making a part two. But I don't know, man. It's just it's a pretty difficult situation to be in, and it doesn't really help that like last week, like literally last Thursday, as of recording this, freaking my like one of my teachers at my college, he's like the program director, whatever. He came up to me and he was like, "Dude, do you want an internship?" And I was so like taken aback. It was like out of nowhere, kinda. Like I just did not know how to I just did not know how to react. I'm sure my face said that. Cause like I was just so shook. I just didn't know what to say, and I really didn't want to say yes. I really didn't want to, but I knew if I said no, then I told my parents that I said no, which I can't lie to save my life. I just could not tell them. I just could not tell them, you know. It would surface eventually. Everything that, you know, happens in the dark eventually comes out in the light, you know what they say. But so I said yes. I did all the paperwork that day, and then I got a meeting in like 30 minutes actually to finish up that freaking process, and it's just, oh my gosh, it feels like the situation is worsening. Because like not only do I have to like keep my grades up for this internship or whatever, uh this internship is at night. That literally the only time I have that I used to have for YouTube is just like taken out. Like I would always from like 4:30 to like 10 at night I would be working on videos, and now I just can't do that because my job is 4:30 to 10:30 at night. And so not only do I have to go to school from 8 to 1, I also have to go to work from 4 to 10, and it's like, oh my god. This cannot get any worse, can it, you know? It just really does not. The situation just sucks right now. I really didn't want this internship. I'm actually dreading it. Cause like the way my program director like described it to me, like I will be dealing with people like the whole time. I'll be helping them with setting up the computers or whatever with whatever technology issues they have, and I am not a people person like at all. So I'm like, oh great, I gotta talk to people now, and I have to do it for 5 hours. Granted, I said the same thing when I started my job at the pool as a lifeguard, but I feel like that job is different because you're not dealing with them like the whole time. Especially at my lifeguard job, we spend like 30 minutes in the concession stand and then 30 minutes on like the lifeguard stand, and we switch every like 30 minutes. So it's like you got to deal with people for like maybe 30 minutes. It's not that big of a pool. No, most of the time when you're on the stand, the concession stand, you're not really doing anything. You're just waiting for people to come up and order, and then, you know, a lot. I live in a small town, so it's like, okay, that's not that bad. People are usually, you know, not absolute jerks when it comes to, you know, stuff like that. So like it's easy to not have to worry about, you know. Anyway, I'm just really worried about this job. I really don't think I'm going to like it, especially since it's at night, 4:30 to 10. Like that's a long day. Like not only do I have to go to school, I gotta also like do a job. And I know people could be like, oh my god, it's like almost like every other freaking college student. If we could get over it. Whatever. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know, man. I really don't think I'm gonna like this internship. I really don't think this stuff is for me. Like I said, I just feel like I'm wasting my time. I don't really feel like I'm getting anything out of this, and I don't think I'm actually learning anything. I remember when I first got into my networking class, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm finally learning stuff new, and then it like, and then it just stopped. We just did the same thing over and over and over again. and now I'm in another networking class doing the same thing I just did, even though that last class was supposed to be a prerequisite for this class. So I'm thinking, if this is how it's going to be for the next 2.5 years, do I really want to waste my time and money getting this degree that's probably not going to do much for me when I'm not learning anything or whatever? I don't know, man. It's just tough. Like I said earlier, I really just want to go into a film school to further my videography skills, my cinematography skills, skills so I can further my my YouTube channel and my YouTube presence, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I sound like a wannabe. Maybe I sound like I'm just complaining for the sake of it. But and maybe everything I said just sounds utterly stupid. But that's just how it is. That's just how I feel. And it's just, I don't know, man. It really sucks. And I just hope maybe things can work themselves out and I can end up where I actually want to be, where I can actually be happy. Because honestly, man, I've just been so depressed lately because, like, I've been feeling like this for like weeks, man. It's been like at least 2 months where I've been like, okay, is this next term gonna be different, or is it just gonna be the freaking same thing again? And I'm like, just waiting for things to change, and I'm just waiting for my education to actually get furthered, and it's not going anywhere, and it just feels like I'm wasting my time, like I've said over and over and over again. And it feels like the time I'm spending on this stupid schoolwork could be spent on making videos, and then I've just been so low on energy lately. I'll force myself to do the work just so I can get it done and not have a crappy grade. And then by the time I'm done forcing myself to do that crap, I just have no energy to work on videos because I wasted all my energy trying to get this stupid crap done that I didn't want to do and that I wasn't interested in doing. And it's like, I never had this problem in school. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do the work. But I guess it was easier because I wasn't just, because I knew I had to do it. And if I didn't, I wouldn't graduate or anything, So, I don't know. And freaking, it just, I never had this problem in school, man. Like, I got the work done. I didn't feel like I was drained of energy. I would actually get home and be full of energy, Maybe, that's high school. Maybe things are different now. Maybe I'm just lazy. I don't know, man. I don't know what is wrong with me. But I just want to be able to do what I love without, forcing myself to do it because I'm low on energy and I just don't have the energy to do anything because I've wasted all my energy working on stupid, pointless homework. That's what my professors call it. That really just doesn't feel like it's doing anything for me. They sit in a Zoom, like a Microsoft Teams meeting for 5 hours, explaining everything, going into detail. And it really just feels like they're running in circles, saying the same thing over and over again to me. And maybe I'm just not understanding it, or maybe I'm just out of my depth and I bit off more than I can chew with this crap. I don't know, man. But it really just drains me. It just drains my energy, and I just want to make good videos. I just want to make people happy, or make them feel something. Make them feel proud of me, of what I made, so they could be entertained by it. I don't know what I'm even trying to say anymore, man. Maybe I'm I'm repeating myself at this point. So with all that said, I'm just gonna go ahead and this video I talked a lot longer than I thought I would. I only have 20 minutes till my meeting. At this point, I'm just praying that I don't get accepted and that they can't hire me, or like, I don't know, something happens, because I really don't think I'm gonna like this, like, at all. But whatever. it is what it is, I guess. But that being said, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all are having a good day, and yeah, see ya, guys.